Oh, yes, my friend. We're getting into it with JACOBS indeed, and we absolutely love the fact that we always get to have such lovely conversations when our JACOBS family is in the building. Now, look, friend, it's more than just a game, it's breakthrough. We're talking about the fact that there are already 4 teams that are really leading the pack when it comes to inclusive sports in South Africa, and we are so excited to be able to have this conversation this morning because we're talking about the first national blind football league that is being led by one of these kings who is JACOBS CV. He is the first blind national football coach, and we get to sit down with him and get to understand how exactly this is all working, how in fact we're getting to see such beautiful things happen where there's space being created, that inclusivity is being prioritized, but more than anything else, we're getting to see how it's making a huge difference. Everyone, let's give him a feel-good welcome. It's JACOBS CV.
Yes.
Is that how you hype up your people?
Yes. Halala.
I love that. This is why you're a coach.
Thank you.
Jack, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Of
it's
course.
awesome. And Bugile Silana.
Yes, thank you for being here. You and your lovely energy. And this is why I can tell you're a great coach, because I can just imagine that your players are just so supported in terms of you and them. But let's get into it. You know, what sparked the creation of South Africa's first blind national football league?
100%. So we started blind soccer 2 years ago. We did not plan to start blind soccer. It was 2 young people who were visually impaired, one completely blind, the other one partially sighted. Came to our facility in La Rochelle. They wanted to play football. And I was very hesitant because, I mean, who's ever seen blind people play soccer? It's crazy, right? Because we think of them with a stick. So from there, researched and over time, prayed about it, very intentional about prayer.
Amen.
And from there, decided to give it a shot. Went to the Society for the Blind, Johannesburg Society for the Blind, pitched it. And then we had our first cohort who were interested to come and play. Then we had a team for 2 years, no competition. And then we were invited to go to the BRICS Games in Russia through Serbia. Shout out to Serbia. And we went through to the BRICS Games. And when we went there, I mean, nationally, it just spread. People heard about it. It was on one of the national networks. And there's so much excitement amongst the visually impaired young people in this country. And then we said, instead of just a club, why not have a league? And so we started going to the different schools and we formulated a league. And now we have a league in this country that's operating with people who are blind, yet they are playing football.
That is so beautiful. And I feel like, you know, sport is always such a beautiful way to change the community and even change the lives of people. So talk to me a little bit about how has being part of this beautiful league been actually the way in which you've been able to change the lives of the players?
100%. Look, the players will tell you that we felt unseen, but now we feel like we are seen. And we've changed how people perceive the visually impaired or the blind people. The perception of it's people who are restricted and limited to, wow, these guys are actually phenomenal and what they can do. And so this is what the sport has done. So imagine if they can run, they can dribble, they can shoot on a pitch. Imagine what more can they do in general in life. So this is what it's done for them.
It's empowering.
It is empowering.
It's so
100%,
incredible.
100%.
But I can imagine a journey like this comes with challenges. Let's jump into those. What exactly did you face when getting this initiative off the ground?
100%. I think for me, what anchors me is my calling. And so I believe this is not something I just do. I believe that God has specifically called me to do this thing.
Amen, child.
And yes, you will face a lot of challenges. I mean, the first one, when we started, we didn't have a proper soccer ball, for instance. The soccer ball here, you can feel it.
It makes a noise.
So how it's played is 5-a-side, balls got bells inside, and they play by hearing. That's how it's played.
That is amazing.
So the ears become their eyes. But getting this soccer ball was hard. It was one of the first challenges because where do you get a soccer ball like this? There's no blind soccer in the country. So we went to one of the retail stores, went to the rubbish bins, got them up plastic, we put it inside the plastic, and that's how we were playing. So just getting the general and the basic resources has always been a challenge, just in general. And then obviously, because blind soccer is still new, it's formulating competition because that's what drives sports as well. And then also working with the local structures and institutions in this country and getting them to buy into this thing because it's like blind football. That's usually the expression. It's, this thing is a real thing. How does it even work? Is this thing a real thing? And so there's been a lot of challenges and ongoing challenges. But look, you must be stubborn. You must be a troublemaker.
You gotta fight, honey.
You must be a troublemaker. You must fight the institutions, fight whatever is resisting you. To make sure that this thing happens. So whatever challenge, for us, it's an opportunity.
Beautiful. And I mean, this is more than just a sport. It is something that is really just allowing so many messages to be sent.
100%.
But let's focus on inclusivity as well as ability and dignity. You know, what message is it sending about that when we talk about blind football?
that blind people can do all things. In Philippians says, through Christ who strengthens them, but they can do all things.
Yes.
There's nothing they cannot do.
Love
and
that.
so when we talk about a high unemployment rate in this country, which is youth 62% plus, I mean, with visually impaired, it's even more.
Yeah.
So I think this is changing the perspective of people, and that they can do all things. And I think that's the most important thing.
Beautiful. So apparently you are going to be allowing me to experience playing blind football. Is this correct? Okay, let's do it.
100%. So let me explain this. So they wear shades. And so people usually ask, why do they wear shades? Right? Because there's variation of visual impairments.
Yes.
So some can see and others can't see completely. So to make it equal, we need to cover your eyes.
Oh,
so when they play...
fair. Okay.
Can you see anything?
No, I can't see anything. No, I can't.
Sharp. So here comes a new player. Never played football before, has a heart, and he says, what? Blind football? I'm going to play blind football.
But I am messy at the same time.
She's messy. Okay, I want to go to Messi. Zanele, when you're playing blind football, you need to stretch out your hands.
Okay.
So this is to protect you and to protect the next player as well.
Yes.
And so if you don't have the ball, you say voy. It's Spanish, meaning I'm coming.
Voy. Okay.
Yes. However, if you have the ball, you need to move it between your legs. So just open up your legs.
Okay, there we go.
Just facing that direction there, the camera.
Okay.
Then that is there. So as a coach, I'm moving it.
Yes.
Can you feel it?
I can.
Can you feel it?
I can.
Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Now move it.
Okay.
And Zanele's playing blind football. Yeah! And she scored a goal.
I am messy. I told you.
She's messy.
I said it.
Yes, awesome stuff. Well done.
Yay. Would you put me on your team?
Definitely.
Yes. I can do this.
And we've got international games coming, so yeah, we can maybe put you in there. Jersey number 6.
I am an international player already.
Bafana cap.
Oh, friend, thank you so much.
Yeah.
And very quickly, I just want to ask you, where do you see, blind football going, just as we wrap up?
100%. So, look, there's a massive interest nationally. We've started in Joburg. We're getting calls all over the country, so we want to ensure that we get it to everyone all over the country. There's so many visually impaired young people in this country.
Yeah.
And we just want to ensure that everyone gets an opportunity to play and realize their dreams and their goals, because a lot of them lost their eyesight. Some were born blind.
Yeah.
But this is God saying, hey, I'm giving you a second chance.
Beautiful.
We're back.
Shout out to you and the team, Jack.
Danko.
We appreciate you.
Danko
Shout out to
Mazet.
JACOBS. We love stories like this, and thank you so much for coming through.
Halala. Thank you, JACOBS. Thank you, Expresso. Blessings.
Yes, honey. You see, with the things that JACOBS always allows us to do, it's get into really beautiful stories, and this is why we appreciate getting to celebrate each and every week. And did you see blind football? Who would have thunk it? But look, it's happening. It's the unimaginable, almost seems impossible, but it is being done, and we absolutely love it. Right now, though, you need to make sure you stick around. We'll be back after this.